Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm Rob Umphray, and I'm head of BIM at DO, who are the prime delivery partner for the BIMwm framework. I think you made a very interesting point about women in construction. Here on the BIMwm framework, 33% of our team are female. So a lot of effort's gone into ensuring that people that have invested themselves, invested in the skills, and who are ready to take those skills forward are right at the of innovation. Okay. So a very straightforward agenda, really. We're going to talk about the BIMwm framework. We're going to talk about and refresh everyone's minds about the BIM vision of Hs2, and also what it means outside of the capital phase. We've heard lots of discussions today about innovation, disruption, working together, collaboration. But with Hs2 and BIM, you've got to walk the talk. So it's not a box-ticking exercise. It's about evolving your business, applying technology, applying that through the tender, showing how you can deliver, working that through the digital prototype, and then walking the talk. So I cannot stress it's very, very important that your teams are ready. The best thing is that there's a framework here to support you. So, as mentioned, the Black Country LEP, the Coventry and Warwickshire LEP, and the Greater Birmingham and Solihull LEP have already got this up and running, and it's here to support you today. Okay, so taken directly from the Hs2 website, that's what they say. The key words for me in there are designed, constructed, and maintained. So BIM's about whole life. BIM isn't just about the capital phase. How many times have we seen disruption because we've lost data? We don't know where things are underground, or there's a problem with signalling. People are getting injured because of ground strikes. All of those things happen because we don't have the data. So Hs2, right from the very, very start, thought, how do we underpin what we're doing? How do we ensure that the train operates as efficiently, the assets run as efficiently, and we construct the program as efficiently as we can? Someone showed a cartoon that was drawn up in a cafe earlier. This is Hs2's vision of what Hs2 should be. If you look on the right-hand side of that drawing, that's what they call the chasm of doom. That's where we don't have the information. That's where we're not sure what it is. That's where we have to spend an absolute fortune reassessing the site and understanding what's going on. This is where life becomes difficult for the contractors because we don't know what's underground. So it's very, very difficult to program the works effectively. So by delivering the project with BIM at pre-design, enabling works, during construction, and onwards into life, what Hs2 is doing is capturing the data to avoid the problems. So the data that we capture today will be as relevant in 100 years' time as it is today. So it's really, really important that we capture the right data, and if it's maintainable data, we keep that data alive, and then we can use that data to disrupt the organisation. We can look at how it's performing. We can make decisions based on real usage. We can remove the guesswork. So that's Hs2's BIM vision. So what is BIM? I call it better information management. At the moment, we're all talking different languages. Some people are calling something a digger. Some people are calling it an excavator. So what we're doing with BIM is bringing everyone together, defining what we want, using a common language. We're actually sharing data during the design and the construction phase so we can coordinate better. We can take advantage of these machines that are being developed by the manufacturers. So we can share that, we can work together, we can collaborate, because that way everybody wins. Again, all about whole life, all about building a virtual railway, all about building it digitally first before you have to build it on site so everyone knows what to expect. And most importantly, all about keeping that data alive for the whole life cycle of the asset. So what benefits will BIM bring? You'll notice there's a lot of decreased in there. Decreased costs. Worryingly for plant hire companies, perhaps decreased use of plant. But what are the benefits? Better engagement, better outcomes, more profitable work, improved health and safety. Those are the data sets that HS2 want to drive. So during the planning phase, during the design phase, during the construction phase, during the operate phase. BIM is relevant throughout the entire life cycle. So we've heard today work was already on site. The programme is actually quite constrained. The main work civil contractors are coming on quite early, so it's important that we get this right. Who's a contractor in the room at the moment? Where are the contractors? And who does any of those sorts of works? Okay, so if you want to win those works, you want to deliver those works on HS2, if you want to deliver those works on the Midland Metro Alliance Tramways project, if you want to work with the West Midlands Combined Authority, you will have to be able to deliver BIM in all of those areas. Now, BIM doesn't just mean 3D models, 2D drawings, inspections, remediation platforms, diversions, instrumentation and monitoring. All those things form part of the information model. So it's important you look at your own business and think, how am I going to deliver that using BIM? So here's the programme. It's pretty tight, isn't it? So within 4 years, we're into main construction. So it's important that we get on very, very quickly. Who's registered with Compete For? Okay. So I'd strongly recommend that if you want to be involved in HS2, you get registered on that very, very quickly, because everything will be tendered through that platform. So Craig talked about support for BIM. It's very, very easy to lose money on BIM and spend a lot of money on software, technology, consultants. And what the BIMwm framework is here to do is to ensure that any investment you make aligns with your business. One of the quickest wins that you'll get with BIM is if you use it to measure your own business. So JCB talked today about videoing processes, looking for the benefits, applying thought on how they can get better. But you need a benchmark, don't you? What is my business doing now? Where are the pinch points? Where am I losing money? And it's important to make that a formal exercise, because once you've got a benchmark and a picture, you can actually apply technology and processes and train and develop your people to deliver the benefits. Because then, when you go through the tendering process, you can show how you've improved your business. You can show how you've applied BIM. You can show how, in real terms, what savings and difference it's made. You can show how you've collaborated with other organisations. So all of those things are in a tendering process. So you can use your own business to create the benchmark. We have 6 support solutions branded as the BIM Accelerator process. And what we do is we work with you and we come into your business and understand what your business is, what it does, who it does it for, what you want to be and where your business wants to go. And then we have BIM awareness training, we have BIM object design and creation, services and design services, we have an object library, so if you're a manufacturer and you're wanting to use your BIM objects or allow others to use your BIM objects, we have a library that's marketed and drives people to that. We've got a digital common data environment, so you aren't going to have to spend thousands and thousands of pounds on servers for the office. We can remove that problem. It complies with all international security requirements, so we can help you remove that capital cost from your business as well. We have an in-depth people, process and technology business, which is all about working with you to deliver the change. So that will be training, that might be design services, that might be how to validate and present the data that's required. And then best of all, we've got access to funding and legal support services. So many businesses in this room may qualify for some free money or some supportive money to deliver those BIM solutions for you. So we talked about BIM awareness training. Bringing change into a business is quite interesting. Sometimes you get early adopters that want to run off and put rockets on the moon, and then you get other people who are a bit less digital, a bit less savvy, who do things one way than the way they've always done it. And the people that are working with us, that's the West Midlands Combined Authority, LM and Carillion on the MMH, have told us this makes a real difference in bringing everyone together to start the journey of change. It's really, really important. BIM is a journey, it's not a tick box, you can't fix it with software. So we'll work with you to make sure that your business is ready to change. BIM creation, that's the Hs2 College in Doncaster. That's one of the early models. The site team there are using that to understand how the building's put together, how to coordinate the site works, how to manage health and safety. And these are site engineers, project managers, QSs. So when they're having their tool talks and site discussions, everyone understands exactly where they are in the program, where the machines are, how it's going to work. So it's very, very simple. So BIM unlocks all of that data. The 3D actually provides a context. You know, if you're working on a 2D drawing and you're liaising with someone that's done a 3D structural diagram, for example, or a 3D model, you can see how the two fit together. You can see how to schedule your work better. So we're on hand to make sure that if you have in-house design team, they're ready to handle those designs. If you're a plant hire business, it's likely you're going to get asked from your customers for tender support. So how to answer those sorts of questions. If you're a manufacturer, we can help you develop the objects. And if you're a contractor that doesn't have a design team, we've also got support there to help you find outsourced design partners, save you some money, and get it right first time. The online product library is aimed at manufacturers. We've all talked about specification selling, getting products in at the earliest stage as part of tenders. If you have products, we can help you make BIM models that designers can use in the early documents. For the West Midlands, if we can get our manufacturers to get those objects into the consultants' models pre-tender, because BIM allows better coordination, closer tolerances, better design, products and solutions to be selected based on whole life rather than just capital cost. If we can get those into those consultant models, it's more likely that the manufacturer will remain specified because there are other contingencies based around the benefit of that product. So if you are a manufacturer, if you produce specialist materials or specialist vehicles, do talk to us about the online product library because a lot of marketing is being put there to drive consultants, clients, contractors to get the BIM information from there. We have a common data environment, as I said, to help you deliver your 3D workflows, and our people, process and technology service, which is all about helping you achieve the change. So we work with you as a partner, come into your business, train the team, sit with you, monitor the outputs, and help you improve the solution. Last of all, there's funding and legal advice available. Do come and talk to us about that because businesses in the area may qualify for additional funding and support. How can you find out more? Well, right at the back of the hall, we've got some models that you can come and have a go on. Do contact us on the email. Do contact us via the LEP Growth Hubs. Do contact us via the Combined Authority. We're very, very, very easy to find. Thank you all very much. Sorry, I ran over slightly.
Thank you.